Okay, we're now back with turn 28 of the defense for heavy hitters. Last turn we had ended on a high note. This Sherman down here schwacked this this half track straight in through the front and out the back. Everybody inside it is dead and it's been knocked out. Why Titan was pushing, or Titan can only reasonably be pushing a full half track across here to get to this T-junction, and he already has men in the sunken road heading that way, so I'm not sure whether he was doing that because he thought it would be quicker, because he's getting impatient, because he thought it was safe. Whatever, took a gamble and it has not paid off there. But he has saved on cremation costs, so that's good, I suppose. So what we're going to get now is this Sherman is going to put some shells in here and then fall back. The Hellcat is going to be coming up online where it should have flanking shots on the side turrets. Very small targets, don't know if we're going to spot them, of the Panthers and things, and maybe... like there's another half track there. Let's see if we can't whack another half track. This mortar team, seeing as though it can magically fire into the sunken road here, we've dropped some 60mm mortar shells on top of the Panther last turn, and seeing as though it has plenty of ammo, we're going to see if we can't area fire where the Hummel is. It would be really nice if we can get a 60mm mortar round inside the fighting compartment of the Hummel, get some payback for the mortar round that landed inside the Jackson. In other news, this Sherman is also coming up here where it's going to have line of sight on kind of this kind of area. We're trying to put some long-range MG fire on these guys as they're passing forward. The Tiger, the King Tiger, has popped back up, still on the left, which is actually kind of good. Even though we're shuffling the Jackson away, I can pop the Jackson up wherever I like. Titan doesn't seem inclined to do anything with that King Tiger. What I was worried about was that he would shuffle it around this way, but it looks like he actually just moved it around a little bit there, but whatever. We'll see what we get here. This could be another interesting turn. And yeah, so it looks like one Panther's moving forward and the other one is reversing some. But I'm not sure why he would reverse the Panther off, but not the Hummel. That doesn't make a tremendous amount of sense to me, but I assume it's because he's trying to get an angle down here. And oh god, first thing that happens when we pop up here is someone starts taking pot shots at the Hellcat. That's great. That's just awesome. Really don't need that. Obviously, I'm not too worried about it if it's small arms fire, but it means that Titan's seen it pretty much immediately, which I don't like the sound of. But yeah, general trends, no casualties on our side. We will have to see what else happens. Though it looks like the Tiger might be moving off. So, if it's coming this way, we need to get that Jackson back down here so we can get some flanking fire into it. I think it's just about spotted a Jeep and then decided that it can't hit it. I'm not sure if this is it moving slowly because Titan's moving it slowly, or because the track's inaccurate from that shot we got near the start. But tank hunting on the left flank is back on, guys. I want to get that Jackson around here somewhere, I think. Yeah, we should be able to get it back down here pretty easily, and then we can pop it up. Nice and hull down, and we can smack that King Tiger up in the flank. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit of time for the Jackson to get over there, but if the King Tiger is pushing further that way, we can just pop it up somewhere else on the slope. So that's cool. Right, let's... what did we get with the Hellcat? Well, in fact, before that gets away... Yeah. The Sherman did have a target briefly order, but it's, you know... Can't actually see the target, so... Doesn't matter. And then we have the mortars. I'm just about starting to aim at the end of this turn, but interesting to see exactly what Titan's doing with the Panther. Reversing it straight away. It just kind of baffles me slightly that he's prepared to move the Panther away, but he's not prepared to move the Hummel, which is, you know, a much lighter piece of kit. So it's reversed back. Ah, there you go. That Sherman's opened up on them. That's what we want. A bit of a tree burst going on there. It's not like it's caused any casualties, but they're now pinned down in the open by a tank. They're doomed. Okay, so yeah, looks like he's going to... Sherman should be fairly safe there. Looks like he's trying to reorientate that Panther so it has eyes down there, but, well, guess what? Sherman's not there anymore, so... Might start MGing this area here, seeing as though there's a full half-track getting out. Let's see what happened with the Hellcat then, because it's kind of disappointing that it immediately started getting shut up. Lots of aiming going on. Can we actually shoot? Who are the guys actually shooting at it? It might be them. Right, so he hasn't moved the Hubble, that's good. We can carry on trying to mortar it for giggles. We need to move the Jackson back. The Hellcat. I'm going to check the lines of sight to the known locations of the Panthers, and we'll see what we can get from that. Boom. I can't see into the sunken road, and he can sort of, but not quite see up there. I'm not sure if I want to pop it further forward or not. Those guys are fine. Lovely friendly MG. Start putting some fire in about there. There's another whole infantry squad running in the open there. don't quite have eyes on them. These guys can see an awful lot less than I thought they could. That Sherman's doing. Fine, right there. Let's just squeeze that one in there in case Titan brings a Panther. He's bringing the one down the sunken lane this way, so. Yeah. Not sure that Hellcat can really see that much, but part of me wants to send it up here, and the other part of me thinks, well, if we had the Jackson going back into the village, then yes, because that way we could capitalize on it. But I don't think that that's actually going to be a good idea, especially without any kind of infantry backup. Titan knows it's there, which is pretty much what we wanted. We can sort of see stuff there, so... It's not in a bad position, especially with regards to the Hummel. It's not going to see... Where is the Hummel? It's here, isn't it? We're kind of partial hull down. So, you know, maybe it's going to spot it and maybe it isn't. Annoying that these guys aren't telling it about it, but sure. The Jackson. You need to turn around, mate. This thing actually had a pretty good reverse gear, didn't it? Now let's think about ranges and things. What would be nice here is if we could get the Jackson into a position where the King Tiger is going to calmly waltz into its field of fire. Let's come back down a bit more. Because, yeah, obviously we still have all this reverse slope stuff to play about with. That depends how fast they're going, because that King Tiger hasn't moved a lot, and this thing reversed like that kind of distance in one turn. So if we think 2 turns to get down there, yeah, it depends what he's going to do with the King Tiger, obviously, but we can fine-tune those orders next turn. It's not going to go all the way through those. Yeah. let's just... reverse that Sherman a touch. Because, yeah, it's still, we can still see these guys. But that Panther's not going to have a good line on us. And yeah, the only thing that worries me here is the Hellcat a little bit, but and those guys, I have a feeling the Panther's going to come down that corner and just blap them, which I'm not a fan of the idea of, but whatever. Something else that could be entertaining to do with the Hellcat would be to bum rush it up here and stick it in the sunken lane here. I don't think that would end well though. We will see how it goes. Hopefully it's fairly safe from the Panthers. Hopefully we'll get a shot on the Hummel, or the mortar will take the Hummel out. But we have to kind of think that, you know, a Panther is probably going to pop up here in the next couple of turns. And I don't really have anything to deal with it. But the more he pushes this way, the more opportunities I'm going to have to push behind him. So, yeah. Let's press go and have a look at the attack. Okay, we're back for turn 28 of the attack for heavy hitters. I have to go back to the wide angle because we saw some... there's a little position there on the reverse slope in the foxholes, which isn't bad, but it kind of confirms what I was thinking about Titan's defense, which is that unlike my defense, where I'm trying to make the most of these open killing fields, all these open fields, Titan is dug in depth throughout the town, and if his positions aren't mutually supporting, and I can get in and I can just gobble them up one at a time, like I'm doing here. We're taking the front house, now we're taking the church, then we're going to move up to the village. Then all the stuff that's out in depth is going to be, you know, it's just going to sit there and wait for its time. So, yeah. Just going to press go pretty much. We might see a bit of fire at the church. There's almost certainly some... Americans in the church tower. And I think we might be looking at the ground floor of that. No, I don't. I think we're going to be doing that next turn, aren't we? That it's just like a little bit of machine gun fire hitting that Panther, which is obviously not going to do much. Oh, look, there's somebody else down there. I can't quite engage those, which is kind of bugging me a little bit, you know, because they're on the reverse slope. But, this half track here with the all the MG teams in, that's just pulled up. That's going to be getting into the church, or those guys in there are going to be getting into the church. We'll see if that HMG down there has been properly suppressed. But yeah, there's not a lot to see here. Like I keep saying, when you're doing combat mission like this, we're just grinding forward, crushing everything before us, and it's not like amazingly exciting. Okay, so we've got a 60mm mortar in there, and that might be the ammo team for it. I'm just judging by the guy with the rifle grenade. That was a thing, or was a thing in combat mission at least. It tends to be rifle grenade equipped guys in the ammo bearer teams for either the MGs or the other stuff. Be interesting to see if those guys. There was a 60mm mortar team in here, wasn't there? Oh, but that's been knocked out, so that's a different team. Okay, so let's shoot that. We get an MG team actually up here in this building to shoot up from there. But yeah, there goes the That stuff, I think... I thought these guys were going upstairs. Alright, whatever. There's not a lot else to see there. Well, in fact, no, because they were on a hunt command, weren't they? Yeah. So let's just pop them upstairs so we can have a look. And then get back down to the ground floor before we go and have a look in the bell tower. Deploy the tripods. Not you, but you also get up there and deploy the tripod. And you just get in there on the ground floor. And everything will be hunky-dory. And why can't you guys see that stuff, but the other guys can? Whatever. Is it kind of a tough target to hit? That half track is just starting to run out of ammunition now. The half tracks. That's 792 AP. That's the ammo that they're using. So we'll just clear off on that for a bit. We'll just see what happens. We can always start shooting holes and things with other stuff if we need to. These guys we can't... Oh, we can hit it. Okay. You're going to get mortared then. I swear we couldn't quite hit that last turn. Let's just give the machine gunning a break for a turn and see what happens. But yeah, we're just going to clear out the church, get those guys in. Next turn, we'll have a go at the church tower. Slow and steady.